Events of 9/11. Here are the headlines of the New York Times the day after 9/11 on September 12th, which read, U.S. attacked, hijacked jets destroy Twin Towers and hit Pentagon in day of terror. The picture on the left shows one of the hijacked jets moments before impact. The picture on the right shows the conflagration a few minutes after jets had hit both towers. The North Tower was the first attacked, with a hijacked jet crashing into it nearly a quarter of a mile, or 96 floors up. The South Tower was then attacked with a second hijacked jet 80 floors, or 1,100 feet up. These attacks essentially divided the people in the towers who survived the attacks into two zones. Those above the floor where the jets impacted. Very few persons survived who were in those floors. And those who were below the floors where the jets crashed. Many of these people escaped with their lives. Here's a schematic showing the timelines of key events for the initial 2.5 hours. Note on the right, beside each timeline is the target and the airline flights. Below these lines are the times in 30-minute increments. The numbering of events specifies which event including plane departure and turn times, when the FAA was alerted, and the times of impact and the time when the towers collapsed. So now note the departure times here, about 45 minutes between the first and the last. Note the last departure occurred at almost exactly the same time as the impact of American Flight Number 11. See top line 4A. Next are the times for airplanes turning. The time between takeoff and turning times is of interest because it indicates how quickly after takeoff the hijackers overwhelmed the crew and commandeered the planes. This was less than 10 minutes for United Flight Number 175, which is the shortest, and around 45 minutes for American Flight Number 77, which was the longest. Then we look at the times when the FAA was alerted, followed by the times of impact for all four planes. These range from around 8:45 a.m. for American Flight Number 11 that hit the North Tower to around 10:10 a.m. for United Flight Number 93 that crashed in Pennsylvania. The two towers collapsed less than 30 minutes apart. As we all know, Osama bin Laden was the mastermind of the 9/11 attacks. The men who carried out the hijackings and attacks are shown here. While many details surrounding their daily lives have been discovered, these 19 Arab men remain an enigma. While they are assumed to have been driven by hatred for America, there is scant, concrete, publicly known evidence of their mindset, the means by which they were recruited, and the point at which they were told about the mission. Although 15 of the hijackers were from Saudi Arabia, federal prosecutors have alleged in court documents that it was Mohammed Atta of Egypt and two others from Lebanon and one from United Arab Emirates who formed and maintained an al-Qaeda terrorist cell in Germany in the late 1990s. The three September 11th pilots lived in Hamburg, where they studied at universities and worked at a computer packing company. Note that 2,723 people died as a result of the 9/11 attacks. We can see here their age distribution in this graphic, where the age is on x-axis and the number killed on the y-axis. There were a few killed who were under 20, but the vast majority were between 25 and 50 years old, their prime of life. There were also some elderly killed. The mean age was 38 years. There were about a quarter females and 3/4 men, with 148 killed on the airlines and 2,575 in the towers. Entire families were lost on airline crashes, whereas lots of breadwinners in the towers. Located on the former site of the World Trade Center in the heart of Manhattan's famed financial district, Ground Zero is being rebuilt with a memorial and 6 new skyscrapers set to be completed by 2011 and 2014 respectively. At the time of its completion in 2013, One World Trade Center will be the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere and the third tallest building in the world by a pinnacle height, with a spire reaching a symbolic 1,776 feet in reference to the year of American independence.